So let's play. I just finished chapters 11 to 22, I think, and so many amazing things has happened. I want to talk about as many as I can, but I want to keep this video short and quick as possible. So without that being said, let's begin. Oh, also, don't forget to like the chapter of any webtoon that you read. I forget this a little bit at times, and I love the comments like on these popular webtoons that are always reminding people to like the chapter, because it really does help the creator a lot. And again, as I said in my last video about the same webtoon, you know, it's hard to create content, especially for a lot of people. Like, it takes hours upon hours to create content of any kind, good, bad, or mediocre. So leaving a like on a video, or even leaving a comment on a video, just to show that you really appreciate the work that the creators are doing, is always a great thing. So don't forget, and this is advice for myself as well, don't forget to like your whatever, if it'd be a YouTube video, a Twitter post, or a webtoon. Don't forget to leave a like on it if you enjoyed it. With that being said, let's get into this review. So there are so many things that I personally figured out about this webtoon. One, I just really love how like all walks of life are just interacting and are extremely passionate about video games. You know, all different races, all different ethnicities, genders, like they're all into games. And that was like what chapter 11 like opened up to me. It's just that this passion for games is not limited to a certain type of people, and that's really strong because it showed us that this type of niche genre, whether it be games or even anime, has come a long way from even like 5 years ago when Sword Art Online or those other games were really popular. I also like how the guild, or you know, aka Sam's group of friends, like treat each other as if they're family. And I really like the conversation with their guild master, Abe, and like, you know, the other guy, I forgot his name, and he was talking to them about how the guild is like his family, and he talks to them at more times than he talks with his actual family. So I really do like that unity and that togetherness that like these gamers have. And you know, it's a lot of relevant to how gamers are in real life, where you have your own group of people and you are like family. I play cards, and I feel that the people I card fight with are my family in sort of a way. So I really like this message of togetherness, and how the group is more of a family than just a group of people who play games. With that being said, the rest of the chapters were just a wellspring of new interesting facts that is just going to keep this webtoon moving very rapidly. So one thing that I didn't notice, I guess I must have hit my head or something, or I've been really tired with finals or whatnot, but man, Sam is hot. Like, I didn't know this. Like, do you see what I'm seeing? No, you might not. Let me zoom in. Like, you see this? Like, when she took her shirt off, all the guys were looking. The dude had to put her in the back of the room just because everyone was so nervous. But now the webtoon does suggest that there is more to it than that. Like, one, she is a little self-conscious about herself, but we don't know like all the pieces about why, which is, it's not really like pitiful, but it's kind of disappointing that someone like her is so self-confident about themselves. But again, that is probably due to her past. We don't really know what's happened in her past. We only know what has been revealed in the current 22 chapters right now. But hopefully that will be revealed very soon, and hopefully like she can gain a little bit more confidence in herself. Well, we saw that in one of the chapters as well, when she stood up to her superior and told him the business and all he could do was just shut up and just keep it moving. So another thing we found out is that martial law has a girlfriend by the name of Monica, which again, it's not like I didn't expect it, but I just didn't expect it so soon, I guess you can say. And the one other weird thing about it is that, you know, he doesn't want anyone to know that they are dating, which I do understand to some extent. Whether being a VTuber, a celebrity, or just someone who is huge and famous, your image does mean everything. And even who you date, I guess, means everything. I mean, I'm not obviously famous, so I really don't know to the extent of that. But martial law seems to be that guy who is really about his fans and making his fans happy as possible. That means even putting himself out there just to protect his fans. And Sam does see a lot of that, and we see a lot of it too. Like, he is a genuine nice person. he just did a really terrible thing, which I'm going to get to later, because while I do understand all of martial law's actions, there's one thing that he did that really messed him up. Anywho, him hiding their relationship is kind of understandable in a way where, you know, he doesn't want a lot of press, he doesn't want a lot of backlash from fans, but then at the same time, it really is not fair to his lady that he's apparently dating, just because they really can't do anything together and they have to live their relationship in hiding. And what kind of fun is that? I certainly wouldn't want to do that. I'm that type that's just like, screw it. So it's understandable, but it just helps us understand more about martial law's character. Now let's get into the last piece of information that we found out in this webtoon, which is the fact that Sam was not only a huge fan of his, but she was actually one of his oldest fans. There's actually one panel in which she was a fan of his when he was only at 500 subscribers. So I kind of see the anger and the resentment towards him, because when you're a big fan of someone's and they completely bash your game, and not because it's bad, but because they played it incorrectly, you know, you kind of feel some type of way. You know, you kind of feel really hurt that someone that you have idoled, you know, and that could be anybody over years, and they completely just destroy you. I do feel Sam for that. And again, that is another piece that we needed, because it makes more sense why Sam has all of this like animosity 1 minute and then is trying to understand his character the next minute. It's because she's known him or been watching him even ever since he began his channel, from the looks like of it. But the more we see martial law's character, the more of a good person that he seems. He really enjoys his fans. You know, he really likes making his fans happy, which is why he exerts himself to such levels just to please his fans, because he really does appreciate them and he appreciates what has happened to him so far. But he messed up. So in the latest chapter, which is episode 22, at the recording of this video, he wants to apologize to Sam because he learns fully what he has done and how that it's completely destroyed her career. So he tries to say, I'm sorry, and he tries to give her money to start up another gang. You know, they fight back and forth. She doesn't want to take it and he doesn't want to give it back. He really does feel bad. But then he says, you can make a good gang next time. And that completely ticks her off. Now, here's the thing. I don't feel like he meant it in that way. I mean, he just didn't like the game personally. I mean, we all have games that we just don't like. And I just feel like he just didn't like the game. But now, in his defense, why it's so bad is that, again, it goes to that same thing where it's like, if you're either watching a video or if you're playing another game, if you do it incorrectly or you haven't even watched the video, then how can you say that you truly hate something when you haven't properly like played it or viewed it to an extent? So I understood why was she so angry, and I understand why he messed up, because he completely destroyed her game, and then he says, you can make a good game next time. It kind of hurts, and it's kind of being a jerk. So I don't know what's going to happen between the two of them now. We'll find out Tuesday. And so yeah, that concludes my review of the latest chapters. If you want to read Let's Play for some reason, I will leave a link down in the description below where you can watch it, or you can just go to Line Webtoons. I mean, the freaking symbol will be up on the screen. Remember to like and subscribe if you watched the video to some extent, and with that being said, have a good day.